welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is a review for Snowfall. So I watched Snowfall like in a few, like I had to like recap it because when I did see it, I wasn't aware that like I had 2 other seasons to watch. And so I'm all caught up and we are here for season 4, episode 1. There's another one that's up, episode 2. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna try to watch that one over the weekend and get that one to you on Monday because I want to get it to you before the next one comes on, of course. Anyway, Franklin is still recovering. He's using a cane now. He's just looking so defeated, you know, like she lit him up. Melody lit him up. But he meets with Louie at the club or whatever, you know, to see, you know, how everything's been going because she's been running things since he's been down. And she shows him the books and how everything's been going. Things are running smoothly. They still working with Reid, you know, the CIA agent. Then we see him. And I don't know the Hispanic man, his friend. I don't know his name. I don't want to just keep calling him the Hispanic man. I'm going to just call him his partner. Reid and his partner, they meet with Franklin to make a drop or whatever, and Franklin got a new, you know, right hand man because him and Leon done fell out. The CIA agent, well, Reid, he asked about the gang wars, you know, because last thing we saw, Manboy and Skully, they had a whole shootout. And so they've been doing that, I assume, you know, since then. And so Reid is just asking about these gang wars, like, well, you got to do something about this because we can't have this. We cannot have this. He wants Franklin to, you know, to talk to both of them, talk some sense into both into both of them on both sides. And so Franklin goes to the funeral and he talks to Skully. Skully ain't trying to hear it. He ain't trying to hear it. He's just, I'm gonna retaliate, and that's just that. He ain't finna, he not squashing no beef. He gonna take care of it. Back at the meeting, because he goes over there to Manboy too. Both of them like, nah, it's not happening. We not doing that. We just gonna shoot it out until one of us is gone. That's just how it's gonna be. And if you getting involved, then you can get some too. Back at the meeting with Reid, he asks, you know, if they can help, if they can step in, and he's like, nah, we don't do that. We don't get involved like that. It's a lot of things we can do, but that's not one of them, and we're not doing that. He tells him this story, you know, and gives him a little bit of insight into what he should do. Basically it's a story, but you know, like they befriended both sides, and both sides, you know, fell for the bait and ended up killing each other, and then their problem was no longer there. And so that's what Franklin feel like he need to do. Go over there and tell them to meet him somewhere. Go over there and tell them to meet them at the same place. They set up and they gonna shoot it. They just gonna shoot each other, and that's just gonna be that. No more problems from either side. The reporter, we see this reporter, and her desk is so junky. Like she got all the stories to write. But anyway, she's in there, you know, tussling with some papers or whatever, and then somebody walks up to her and gives her some information on Melody. And she's like, I know you've been looking for Melody, right? You know, she's been missing since her dad was killed. And he gives her something. We don't see what it is, but she looks happy to receive it. Because I'm sure it's a story. It's some juiciness. I guess maybe it was an address or something. I don't know. But Reid and his friend, they in Mexico. Reid and his partner, they back in Tijuana, Mexico. And the police pull their truck over. They play it cool or whatever. They get out because they're supposed to get out. And then, you know, Reid thinks he can bribe the man with some money, and he think he can threaten him and all of that. And that police officer is like, I don't know you. We ain't running by them rules no more. And so they go and search the back of the truck, and they have avocados back there, and he smashes one of the crates, and there's the coke. And so now they caught Franklin. He goes over there to the projects, to the hood, to go meet Leon, and Leon in there I mean, busting it down. loud in there with some girl. And he waits for him, and he comes on out. And Franklin don't like the beef in the neighborhood. You know, he's like, we got to get this morale back around here. And Leon hasn't been dealing with Reid or Auntie because he said he don't want to take orders from her. He's just not down with the new the new way of things. You know, he's just not here for it. And I'm assuming because Leon, I guess he tired of being the right hand man. Like, he ready to be on top. He's like a Dre from Power. You know, just stay in your role and stop trying to be head honcho, because that's not your role. You know, that ain't what we established over here. Yeah, I was down. What, you thought you was supposed to be in charge? No. Anyway, Reid and his partner, they get out of jail, and they go meet with the new chief of police. I couldn't even talk. Chief of police. I can't talk, y'all. I guess it's because, like, I'm really trying to get it out. And I'm excited to review it. Anyway, they go meet with the new chief of police. And he's just like, oh, there's a new sheriff in town, and the way y'all used to do it, we're not doing it like that no more. I want more cut. I want more. So let's renegotiate all of what y'all been doing. My people gonna escort y'all down to where y'all going, you know, basically so they can see all of what they have. You know, he's new and he's running it different. Manboy and his crew, they at the trap house, and one of the homies, you know, he got a girl in there with him, and she a narc. She get him to go outside and get him in this compromising situation, like she about to give him some head, and then these two dudes walk up and knock him out. And she tell Manboy to come too. She's like, oh, and you can come with us, you can join. They was gonna try to just take care of it right then and there, but Manboy ain't bite the bait. He like, oh no, I got my girl right here. No, thank you. he done been set up before. Then the next thing we see, this family is walking to the baseball park, and this little boy finds that boy's body hung up like he crucified on the cross. And so we know who did that, because at that funeral, Skully was fascinated with the crucifixion, you know, of Jesus. Like, how did they get him to get up there like that? And, you know, so we know who that was because he had already said, you know, wow, what a way to go. Anyway, Franklin and the family, they're at the club, and Franklin has a plan. You know, he tells them, you know, what the plan's gonna be. Basically, we gonna set both of them up. We just gotta pick a side, and one of them is like Manboy, Uncle. Is his name Leroy? Leon? No, that's not Leon. Jerome. Uncle Jerome is like, let's pick, you know, Manboy, because, you know, Skully on that crucifix. He on some other stuff. And Louie is like, nah, that's not the best choice, because Manboy will, you know, get rid of him, and then we'll be next. So, no, we really can't trust him. Reid and his partner, they back from their trip, and Reid in there chain smoking, doing coke. He's stressed out about this work life. And he gets a call. The guns didn't make it to their destination in Costa Rica, and so he got to see about that. Franklin and D-Ray Davis, I don't know his name on here, but D-Ray Davis, they pull up on Skully, and, you know, he goes in alone, and Skully in the house doing his daughter's hair. And Franklin come in with this big ass, I don't know if it was an assault rifle, bazooka, I don't know what it was, but he said it goes far, it launches far, like, and it'll take out a few folk. And so Skully like, oh, well, where you get that? How you get that? He don't really trust it, but, you know, he has questions. Franklin says, you know, it's from his Israeli friend, and so we know that's Javi. But he says it's from his Israeli friend. And he tells him, you know, how much it is. This right here gonna be about $2K. And you want you a Uzi that's about $600. You know, like, and I'll go with you. He like, nigga, if you set me up, I'ma send everybody I know. Everybody I know in the hood, I'ma send them over there to your house and fuck your world up. But let's do business. Let's do business. Where should we meet? Franklin ends up going to Manboy's house after that. You know, same deal, same situation. And you know, he's here to help. I'm here to help you guys. You know, let's do this. Meet me over here. Reid pulls up on Javi, and he wants to know, you know, why his guns, you know, are missing. Like, why didn't they make it to their destination? What is going on? Javi got a friend there that's mouthing off at the table like he just talking big. And Reid pull his gun out and shoot him right here, right by his ear. I know his hearing is gone. Reid like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Puts his gun away. All right, we'll leave. That's all I wanted to tell y'all is to find my guns. That's all I wanted. Franklin, mommy, and daddy in the house playing Monopoly, and he wants them to come to the club, you know, for the New Year's Eve party. And they like, nah, you know, we not about that life. We Christians over here. We don't do none of that. We not gonna be around there. But you have a good time. Happy New Year. Reid comes to the party. You know, we at the party now. Reid comes to the party. It's lit, y'all. The party looked like a good time. I would have been at the party. Franklin, he run into an old fling while he in there, the girl that, you know, he lost his virginity to. And she's like, I remember you. Then Leon walk in. Ooh, I remember him too. All of y'all about that life now. Never thought it would be y'all. Leon ends up seeing Reid and his partner. And he run over there. What the fuck you doing in here? What you doing in here, nigga? What the fuck you doing in here, nigga? And he, you know, everybody goes over there like, calm down, stall him out, Debo, stall him out. The family invited him. We good. Y'all working with him? Y'all want me to be cool with this man? Leon ain't hearing it. You know, they back in the back now, and he done pulled a gun and everything. Leon on some other stuff. Franklin steps in front of the gun, you know, and it's like, listen, nigga, I'm gonna need you, Reid, partner, y'all leave. Go ahead and get out. And then they have words, you know, and it's F you, no F you, no F you, nigga. You know, all of that. They going back and forth. Basically, they not friends no more. Now they beefing. He tells him, find your own plug. Do it your way. Since you want to do things your way, since you want to be on top, okay. Then we see that reporter. She pull up at Melody auntie Bernice's house. Y'all, Melody, I don't know who this girl is. But she's giving, whatever the Lord's will is, let thy will be done. The Lord sent me over there to do that. It was the Lord's will. I had to do it. It's justice. I'm like, well, she's not really like admitting to what she did to Franklin, but she's very, I don't know, like it's like she done spent time in a cult or something. Melody, I don't know. But she's like super duper saved, like a super saint. Franklin, his plan is now in full effect. And Skully and his crew, you know, they gearing up. Manboy and his crew, they're gearing up. And Franklin got his gun. He headed over there. Before he can leave, his dad stops him and is like, oh, Franklin, that's a pretty big gun in your waist there. And he changes the subject, and he's like, you know, you remember that movie that we watched? You remember when we watched Enter the Dragon back in the day, and you and Leon was around here doing cartwheels and being ninjas? Y'all was ninjas for like months after that movie. Let's watch that tonight. You want to watch that tonight? Let's just pop some popcorn and, you know, we can watch a movie. And Franklin turns around with tears in his eyes. This is some good acting. Good acting, Damson. You did good. He turned around and goes and gives him a hug and tells him thank you and still leaves. And, you know, so Dad, you tried, Daddy. You tried. And that's where it ends out. So I'm going to get y'all episode 2 by Monday. I promise. Okay, I promise. But anyway, that was it for Snowfall. I still got to do a while I was out video. That's going to be quick though, but I'm trying to hurry up so y'all I'm not holding up Stanley Steamer because they have to get in here and do this room as well. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby. Chat with you later.